Good morning, everyone. It's March 4th, 2018. I'm Eric. How's everyone doing? I hope you are well. So, the alt-right. The problem with the alt-right is, well, there's lots of problems with it. There's problems with the original right, but the alt-right, there's even more problems. Two of their problems, both of them Jew, Ben Shapiro and Milo Yiannopoulos, or however you say his fucking name. Both of them Jews. Ben Shapiro, he has absolutely no problem with a Jewish ethno-state. He is a pro-Zionist alt-righter. Milo, he represents the infiltration and perversion of Republican or conservative ideologies. You see how, they accept him as a gay man, even though that goes against their very principles of being a conservative. The alt-right is turning into the left. Or the alt-right is turning into what the left was supposed to be like. And, Milo and what was this? Ben Shapiro, they campaigned on their problem with a white ethno-state or white society, and yet they'll promote, especially Shapiro, the idea of a Jewish ethno-state in the same breath. Isn't that a little bit hypocritical of Ben Shapiro, especially? And you have Milo. He came out a while back now talking about how a sexual relationship between a priest and a young boy is acceptable. Now, how can either one of these guys be considered what they are? How can either one of these guys be looked at with a straight face and seen as a Republican or a conservative? These two people are proof that the Jewish lobby has infiltrated every part of our society, every local government, every high position in politics. They've infiltrated and began to inject Talmudic ideology in it. And Talmudic ideology is seriously perverse. Seriously perverse. They consider the rape of a little girl, as they put it, as temporary as a thumb in the eye, and that 3-year-old girl can get back her virginity. Then they have their little baby penis sucking rabbis. Do we want that kind of shit going on in our country? Do we want a small minority having as much power as they do? honestly, the black people should have more power than the Jewish people here in the United States. They should. They represent a larger portion of the population than the Jews. But that will never happen. That will never happen. They will always have more say-so in our political process than we do. And when I say we, I mean Americans, black, white, or otherwise. Milo himself admitted that they are seriously represented in everything, in media, in politics, everything, banking. They have more control over our society than we do. And it's because of people like Ben Shapiro and Milo that this has happened. I venture to say that Milo is not conservative at all. He may subscribe to some conservative ideology, but overall, I have my doubts as to him being conservative, because conservatives, real ones, don't see gay as being an acceptable part of their political spectrum. So, I think Israel has a lot more control over our country than either you or I do. I think that the Zionists are constantly working to get Israel's way, whatever that way may be. I think that we need to end our relationship with Israel and boycott Israel's products. I know. It's anti-Semitic, right? Look, if you kept your business there in your homeland, I wouldn't have a problem with Jewish people. That's your homeland, what you do with it. I disagree that that's your homeland, but it's been established that that's your homeland, and you have what you do in your homeland is your business. But what you do in my fucking country, that's my business. That's everyone's business that lives here. And you can tell, like Prager University, their videos, you can tell they're seriously pro-Israel. I saw a video they made the other day about Israel not being an apartheid state. Maybe it's not, but they do have a history of being extremely brutal to the people who are living there when the agreement between Britain and the United States was signed. And that agreement, I believe it was the Bretton Woods Agreement, don't quote me on that, where the Rothschilds told Britain, hey, we'll get America into this war for you on your side if you promise Palestine as the Jewish homeland. And they agreed. They agreed, and the Jewish communities of the world began to colonize Israel in the most brutal, animalistic fashion you can think of. I mean, people think the Spanish and the French and the English were bad for what they did to the Indians when they came here. Then they ain't nothing compared to what's being done to the Palestinian people. And I'm not pro-Muslim. I'm not pro-Jew. I'm not pro-anything except for pro-freedom. I say we withdraw any support for Israel. I say we let them fight their own battles and let nature take its fucking course. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. So, Milo and Ben Shapiro, they're fake. They're fake conservatives. They're not real conservatives. They have infiltrated the alt-right and are using it to change the alt-right into something else. Hope everyone has a great day. And remember, kill the state and live free.